NFL. And we'll be watching the Patriots' leader at quarterback. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Pats and the Chargers under the lights on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback, I'll be in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage and get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yard.
Rigoberto Sanchez has it teed up and ready to go. And we're off and running from Gillette. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, that it come down to a play or 2 and 3rd down. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this 3rd-year QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot do.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Hey, smash!
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That pass complete to Ball. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. They'll throw it again. That pass is caught by Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the defender comes away with it. Derwin James picks it.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. Instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. There's a give up the middle. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he gets him around 6 there. On into Vile, ranging in for the stop.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living going with double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's got a gain of 6 there. The Green Peppers bringing that one to an end. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Should bar more with the play. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He finds McConkey. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up for 2nd and short. A give on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short when you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. They snap it to Herbert. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Patriots and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got it. That's Moss. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down. Throwing from the gun here. Misfire there, couldn't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face second down. Throwing now from the gun. Moss hauls it in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Dayon Henley. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. He's dropping back to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. He'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll scurry forward for a pick of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it. Has him on a quick hitter. He's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just great instincts. Go air out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Searches from the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked by Louis Gilman.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. His tight end had a vision for what wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all coverage to try to make it a reality.
From the 22 on second down. Johnston brings it in. Gets some space around midfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Patriots nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. That pass complete to Moss. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. He's caught on the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And okay, we'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This one's go. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Pass play now. Pass it down close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll throw it again. And he's got it. Way out for a touchdown. The Patriots make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
You know, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play came and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run here on first down. Having gain up that handful there. The grilled peppers bringing that one to an end. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Chargers will have a first. Going back, it's the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, LA. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. That didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to
Previous
take another
play
look
is
at this
under
one.
review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They go play action here. He's got it left. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw it on first down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Has a hole left, room to run. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return to the 27. The Patriots back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the air following the pick six. He's got him, that's Moss. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Now looking to throw. He's marking over something here and just chucks it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this drive will start inside the 25. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He finds McConkey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We've reached the break with Chargers visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield, a very good performance as his guys run their record now to 5-2. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Joe Burrow, a touchdown pass in the victory. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense all set to go. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players, certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is the difference between good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks, he watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances And when you do, well, you can become a Hall of Famer like Peyton.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. 16 yards on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials, and he's going to make
Previous
them take another
play
look
is
at this
under
one.
review.
And we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth would be the judge of it.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ross hauls it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back now, pressure on its way. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Down to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots make it an 11-point ball game. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Gets it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and it brings up an LA first down.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It was almost at it worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action now for Herbert. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Herbert back to throw. Completes beyond the marker. excellent game. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football want the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. To the air this time, Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers push their lead to 18.
Patriots 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. A give now from the gun. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Breaks through, and he can break away. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
These running backs walk in the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Play action on 1st down. That's taken in by Bell. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 18 on 2nd down. That's caught at the 4. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and receiver on the other end, finishing it, doing his job.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he has the New England touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
You know, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying the time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots make it an 11-point ball game.
Patriots 24.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. Avoids a defender, we've got a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
21 yards.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They're working a couple yards past the line. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And Palmer has it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. First and 10 from the 41. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air, Herbert. Avoids the sack. Completed here to Johnston. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down, Chargers.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. What opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Patriots have some new life in the fourth.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me a great offensive player to go back to the game. You should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Here's New England ready once again on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Airing it out to start this drive. Diggs there to bring it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 33 on second down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3. Cut by Diggs. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Fights off the pressure. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
He'll throw it yet again. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All set up now for first and 10. Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. They are throwing it again. They'll take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
For a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. But get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers and Quentin Johnson returning to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Give now to the running back. Through the tackle. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand field. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally. An impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking out that last touchdown.
He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a throw. That pass complete to Ball. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense out.
Touchdown, New England! So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got a man left. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Chargers needing 4 points. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On the pistol, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chargers.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Gets this to McConkey. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have taken the lead late. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Patriots 39.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The home team still being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Back to throw. That's on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. He'll look to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Setting up to pass. Still on his feet. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. He's got him. That's Moss. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. Looking to throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
They've run this 12-yard out route cadence combine all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, it's a big boy throw. It's a differentiator.
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important
Previous
call
play
coming up
is
late
under
in this
review.
game. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chargers, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.